welcome to the next series of the channel of Splatoon 3! It's a wonderful game. It features a lot of interesting battles and a lot of interesting game modes and a lot of fun challenges. What is this series going to be about, you're asking? This series is going to be mainly about the multiplayer side of things. We're not going to touch story, because I've already played through the story mode on my own time and done everything there is to do in the story mode. Does that mean that we won't eventually get to the story mode in terms of let's plays? Sure, we will eventually get to the let's play. Get to a let's play of the game at some point, but not for a while. But before we begin, you will notice that the game world is setting up for a Splatfest. You'll notice that I've already picked my team. What are Splatfests? Splatfests are where you are in a tricolor event where, you pick a team. This year's theme is what kind of chocolate do you prefer? Either dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate. For me, I'm more of a dark chocolate kind of guy. I just prefer the taste, really. And you can base it off of several different things, like who you like the best, in terms of the characters. So Shiver, I'll show you the characters really, really quick. We've got Shiver, which is the one in the blue, then Fry, and then Big Man. A lot of people direct their favoritism towards Big Man, and I get it. He's an adorable adorable character. I love it. I love him too, but I'm not loyal to just him. I'm loyal to my actual favoritism here. But anyway, let's not dabble any longer. The only thing that I want to cover before we start is what weapons do I like to use and why. Do I use them? So, for weapons that I like to use, I like using the Clash Blaster, the Dapple Dualies, both Splattershot Pros, the Splattershot Nova, the Luna Blaster, Dark Tetra Dualies, and different variations of those weapons. The one weapon class you won't see is a sniper class, because I'm not a big fan of the snipers in this game. But that's just down to personal preference. If you're a sniper guy, good for you. We all need a little bit of sniper in our lives. As far as gear goes, you'll notice that I'm working on getting some shoes up. The clothes are very simple. The headgear, the clothes are very, very simple. You can either make them to be the Drip King, or you can make them to have some major effects in battle. For me, I'm all about increased speed, like movement speed in swim form, and then making sure that I have enough ink saved up to get some kills and do good in battle. That's basically the build. The shoes, I should mention this. These shoes actually are not from the in-game store. They are from Amiibo. Let's get into what this is going to be. So Splatoon is a third-person shooter where you want to be able to ink the most turf and splats your foes. And really it boils down to just inking turf and playing strategically. So what are we going to play first? So there's multiple different modes. We have regular battle, anarchy battle, and out in the out there as well is a wonderful mode called Salmon Run, where you and 3 others are swarmed by things called salmonids. So we will also be featuring that as well, and it'll just depend on what we want to do. But for today we're gonna play a few matches of Turf War. In Turf War, you just want to ink the most turf. Now, as far as my strategy goes, I'm more of an aggressive player. I like to play aggressive and really push and pressure the teams that I play against. It is one of these games where it is imperative that you're always moving. You do not want to stay in one spot. Camping is kind of not really even a strategy in this game. Like, you can if you really, really need to. That's a good kill there. As you see, we have had some missiles drop on us. Those are from a special. From specials, and I can go over that at a later time if you need me to. We're gonna pop mine. So that did nothing but kind of ink turf a little bit. You got, I think, a guy trying to... That legitimately did nothing. You gotta love when things don't necessarily go your way. Oh my gosh, this guy is doing the bob and weave strat. Very frustrating. Hey, pal. Uh-oh, crap. Sometimes I get a little too aggressive. I was trying to do some stuff and really didn't pan out for me. Okay. But yeah, Splatoon is one of those fun games. It does have motion controls hooked into it. And I know sometimes motion controls is a massive turnoff for a lot of people, because motion controls has been a very questionable thing in recent years. But that's not because, like, it's a bad mechanic. Splatoon, like, motion controls can be terrible if they're not done correctly. In this game specifically, they are probably the best they've ever been. Not because they're, like, incredible motion controls. They're just better than... They're better than what they normally are in other games. This game really, really nails the motion controls pretty flawlessly. And it's not like the game is bad. Like, no. Like, it's a very flawless transition for motion controls. If you're used to mouse and keyboard on, like, let's say Call of Duty, think of it like that. It just helps you with your aim a lot more. Now, with the weapon I'm using, I really don't aim that much. The weapon that I'm using is really more like get the blast damage on them, because you want to hit them 3 or 4 times with the Glash Blaster. But that is the in general case for this. Oh, we unlocked a new perk. I think that's... I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that's something to do with Special Saver or something like that. I'll look here in a second. We're all squids jumping in a puddle. The community's very, very fun. And it's one of those games where, like, I wouldn't be too concerned about how good you're doing. I mean, sure, you could theoretically, if you're good enough at the game, you want to try to be better and, like, get grind Splatoon tiers. But that's not really my goal with this game. I do want to get better at the game. Like, that's just, in general, a good thing to do. Because it's a competitive online shooter game. You want to be able to compete with people and enjoy it, and all sorts of that fun stuff. And you don't want to just go through the game and not, like, enjoy what you're doing throughout, right? Like, the game has a ton of not just fun, but just in general, like, you can enjoy it more if you're playing, like, really well. Now, obviously, like, that's not, like, a huge, like, deal breaker that makes the game more or less enjoyable for you. You just gotta realize that it's not a game where, like, be focused on what you're doing wrong all the time, or, like, it's not a game where you're gonna be constantly judged for messing up. Now, in ranked, I might get a little more heated at my teammates, but I'm not gonna, like, be angry that we lost. It's just gonna be a thing of, like, I would have liked to win. I like winning. So as you saw there, I'm using the Trizuka, and that's probably the best example of that the Trizuka is very, very strong. I'm also going crazy today. Wow, that was a lot of kills, like, back to back to back in one, like, quick succession. Too bad this game doesn't have, like, a, like, kill streak, like in Halo or whatever. But anyway, yeah, motion controls in this. Motion controls and the general feel of the game is you don't have to be, like, focused on, like, being the best of the best every single time you play. You can have a goofy time, you could play, like, really good, or you could play really, really bad sometimes. It doesn't really impact, like, what you can do in the game. Sure, you're not gonna gain as much XP on your gear and stuff, right? But that's not, like, that shouldn't be your goal. You should have... Gaming is meant to be fun. And that's really what this is about. Sure, we didn't win this round. 100% did not win. But that's okay. You can always win in the next round. Why is everyone doing that pose of the thing, of bowing and just being an absolute jerk about it? But anyway. So you might be wondering, what brought you to Splatoon? So, there's a little bit of a story behind this. As we get into our last match of the video. Splatoon was a series that I've always looked at with, I don't know, I'm not super into shooter games, but I'm also, like, really intrigued by it because it looks amazing. The game looks cool. I love the aspect that it's a shooter game with good motion controls. And the competitive scene is really, really cool to watch. And then one of my, like, inspirations for making this channel, I won't name them by name, made a Let's Play of it. Made a Let's Play of Splatoon 2. The second Splatoon game. And well, Splatoon, that series really kind of brought me in as a Splatoon fan. Because I went out and, kind of close to the first couple episodes of Splatoon 2, I went out and kind of just bought the game. Because I thought it was cool and I really, really wanted to check it out. And I did not regret my decision there. The game was incredible. It was fun. I enjoyed every single minute of it. Because, like, it had everything that I wanted from a shooter game that I've been missing. I've been missing a game where you can where there's interesting options that you can play with. They're not all the same type of weapons, and you don't have to be, like, super technical with it. I've been waiting for something like that. And it was one of those things of, like, it came out, the LP came out at a perfect time. So I just watched it and watched it for the first couple episodes, and then I decided, like, man, I want to get into this. So I jumped in full force and decided that this was the game that I wanted to try. And then, like, when I got into it and realized that this is a game for me, I wanted to play, like, I was waiting for the next video game. I was waiting for the next part of the game, which was Splatoon 3, the one that we're playing today. And I kind of jumped in. And I fell in love with the series. I love that this game focuses so heavily on just fun gameplay. I love that. It's also just very intuitive. The motion controls are probably the best part of this game. Like, I can't say it enough. The motion controls definitely help with the gameplay. And I also think I did really well that round. Sorry if I didn't really direct any of my comments towards the gameplay, but my goodness, I had a really nice round. That was a very nice, like, round there. Did we all do the same emote? Oh my gosh. What did I do there? 14 kills! Whoa! We're almost to a level up. I'm gonna leave you so unsatisfied, I'm not gonna let you see me level up. You'll have to wait till for the next video there. Alright. So I think that about does it for Turf War today. But yeah. I gave you some background on why I play Splatoon. And we play some Turf War. I do hope you enjoyed at least the gameplay part of it. I know today was a little bit different. Normally I'm more, like, focused on the gameplay, but with Turf War, you don't really have to be focused on it. And maybe next time if we play, like, either Anarchy mode or Salmon Run, I'll go into, like, what I do in terms of, like, gameplay style. In terms of that, I can go over that a little bit more in terms of what I do in this game, but anyway, just let me know what you want me to do with this series in terms of, like, you want me to try out different weapons? Do you think the Turf War episodes are necessary? I can make those just the videos where like we just sit back and have a casual chat while I play some Splatoon. That's up to you all and what you think. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we make sure to, I can't talk today. Make sure that we hit the subscribe button, smack the like button, do all of that. Make sure you click that notification bell once you are subscribed. And I'll check y'all out. See y'all later. Bye-bye.